Dave, it looks like Zach Cassian's going to come back tonight.
Yeah, sounds like he's ready to play. So he got through the skate all right this morning. So I think he'll be activated and ready for the lineup.
What do you need to see from that line of McLeod, Fogle, and Cassian tonight?
Well, it's the first time we've really Mac's come up the lineup a little bit. So it's the first time we've really seen them together a little bit since camp. So McLeod's played well for us, and Cass coming back. See if we can get that third line going a little bit like it was early in the season.
Dave, how do you think your team is better than the team that lost to Winnipeg in the playoffs last year?
Different teams. We've got some different players on it now. It's more depth at forward.
A different style of a few players who don't do stuff off the rush in terms of Fogles and those sort of things you needed perhaps against Winnipeg? Well,
just some people that play a more grind game, that's the biggest difference. Just some different personnel, and the evolution of some personnel. Like Jesse's continue to come, Bouchard's come along, so there's some evolution of personnel also.
Dave, over this road trip and really over the course of the season, you guys have talked about not being able to put a full 60 together. So what does that say about the ceiling and the potential of this club if you can fire on all cylinders?
Well, we need to play. There's parts of our game that we like, and there's parts that we have to improve, and that's no different than any other season as you go on. But there's some parts of our game that we've really got to start digging into. Some of our play without the puck hasn't been nearly good enough, and so we've spent some time addressing that the last couple of days here. I'd like to see us clean up some of that stuff. But that being said, we've been finding ways to win, and it's always better when you win. But for us, it's about getting better. It's about continue to improve, and we've had a pretty good start. But we all recognize we're going to have to get a lot better to get to where we want to go.
It looks like Mikko Kostin's going to get the start tonight, despite giving up 4. Was that his best effort last game?
Well, we gave up way more chances, especially on our penalty kill. We gave up way too many chances the other night. So he bailed us out of that and gave us a chance to win. And Yamo got a big goal at the end, but he was very good. Like I say, we gave up far more chances than I'd like to see.
We just got one question on Zoom. Jason Greger, go ahead. Dave, do you think I know you mentioned you got a lot of new players, but a lot of your core guys are still here. When you played, is there any extra motivation in that first game the following year to a team that kind of ended your dream the year before?
Well, I'm sure for the guys that are here, there's those memories that you want to jump in front of, and there's there's a sour taste left in your mouth from how it ended last year. So the guys who are here, I'm sure there's thoughts of that. The new guys coming in, I think it's clean slate. They want to get going. But for us right now, we've talked more about our team, the way we've been playing this road trip. There's been some good parts, but there's some parts that we got to improve. So it's less about who we're playing tonight and how we're playing. And we recognize Winnipeg's played well this year. They've got a solid team, but we've got to get our game to where it needs to be to give ourselves the best chance to be successful.
In your game specifically, Dave, is it just kind of like the key moments of inconsistency, like maybe gifting goals where you just give up the puck and you're not under pressure? Or you mentioned last game some battles around the crease, because for long stretches you play well. Are you kind of almost gifting goals to the other teams and making it a little bit too easy at times?
There's some inconsistency in the structure of how we play, and there's just some mistakes being made more without the puck. Turnovers happen in the game. Both teams have turnovers, and some of those are forced. I mean, that's part of the game, the way the game goes. But there's some structure stuff and then some play without the puck that comes down to positioning, some competitive battle stuff that we can improve our game. If we do that, we'll give up less chances.
Dave, can you give us an update on Mike Smith, where he's at?
Haven't talked to him since he left the team. It was we were talking about a minimum a couple of weeks then, and I haven't heard any different.
So it's 2 weeks from when he left.
We'll go back and see. I haven't talked to the doctors.
He's not ready to practice,
No.
as far as you know.